recording an episode. The episode started. Yeah.
Don't you restart?
What do we start? We can start with
Cinestro called the cast. It's your weekly gold mine. Stay tuned in. Stay tuned in. They got the beats, got those comic spins. I stay tuned in. Stay tuned.
What is going on? Welcome back to another episode of the Cinestro Court. It's your boy Blacksby, and today we are talking about what might be one of the greatest shows on television. Definitely one of the greatest shows on TV out right now, but one might be one of the greatest TV shows in comic book, movie, and television history, The Penguin. Now, let me tell you something. If you're being real, ask yourself right now, would you expect a show about a C-tier Batman villain be so good? No. The answer is no.
Is Penguin a C-tier Batman villain?
Yeah, genuinely. In a lot of polls and questionnaires online, from what I found through Reddit and everything, and a bunch of comic book forums, he's not very high ranked. He's regarded as a GOAT, but he's not very high ranked. It's like if I remember correctly, it's like Joker, Mr. Freeze, and a couple, and Catwoman,
Bane.
and Two-Face, and Bane, and Penguin. Penguin's C tier.
Deathstroke.
Riddler kind of comes at a C tier sometimes, but it's mostly C tier as being Penguin. Penguin's just
when it's Dean Pelton's Riddler, then it's like S tier, but usually it's C tier.
Yeah, he's not.
If it's the nigga with the Jim Carrey costume,
The fella.
I thought maybe because I'm not a big Batman comics reader, so I wasn't aware of his tier listing in the comics. But I thought he was at least a B minus.
He's popular enough within certain.
He's been in a movie
he's not
before.
Yeah. He's not considered a super villain on the tier of like a Joker or a Poison Ivy, a mass scale.
Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
Innocent.
No, we're not doing that.
Poison Ivy is higher ranked than the Penguin.
I mean, in terms of power.
Yeah, she actually has powers, bro. She's not a guy with a limp.
I'm talking about in terms of able to really fuck up Gotham, right, on a very large scale. Penguin is more of the ground level gangster mobster type deal, so he's more integrated with that side of Batman's gathering.
What's his name? The Kingpin of.
Essentially a more psychotic Kingpin. Yeah,
with a disability.
Disability to get bread.
I knew.
But Matt, before we talk about the Penguin, can I tell the story of the Penguin, what the show's all about? Give the people an idea.
You want to give a
real quick synopsis.
Okay.
The basic synopsis is that it is about roughly a week, so almost essentially right after the events of the end of the Batman, where Riddler floods the entirety of Gotham by blowing up the reservoir, and there's a power vacuum in the Falcone family.
Time out. Oh. He didn't flood the entirety of Gotham, my brother.
Sorry, he flooded the East.
Flooded the poor people.
The ghetto.
The poor people. Yeah, the hood. The old block of Gotham.
Good. Get him out of there.
He George Bush that shit.
Yeah. So after the end of the Batman, where the Riddler flooded the east end of Gotham, the poor, low-income neighborhoods. So there's all these disenfranchised people. The city's in chaos, and the Falcones are in a little bit of a bind because there's a power vacuum within the organization. So after he gets into a spat with the heir to the Falcone throne, Carmine's son, Alberto Falcone, he kills him, and essentially the entirety of the show is Penguin going to incredible lengths of failing upwards in order to become the true kingpin of Gotham City, like we know him as in a lot of other popular Batman media. It's just basically a rags to riches story.
Do you think it's about Oz failing upwards, or rather him being so adaptable and just so quick on his feet, I think that he just basically navigates his way out?
I was wanting to touch on that primarily because a lot of the time, whenever you see a smart character in media, right? They're not written really intelligent. It's just everyone else around them is so incredibly dumb that by comparison, they seem more.
I wouldn't say he's by that. I didn't mean he was like overtly intelligent. I just meant he's just
no.
He's very like quick on his feet.
That's the thing. That's the thing about the Penguin.
He's just trying to say he takes
actually,
improv classes.
Yeah.
He went to UCB. Yeah.
No, but he's University of
Yes, and
but the whole thing about the Penguin in the comics that a lot of people don't know of what makes him so dangerous is that in spite of just being like your typical like mobster type guy on the surface, just like this little diminutive guy, he's a master of a lot of martial arts, really good at hand-to-hand combat.
Really?
But also, on top of all of this, he is a brilliant tactician. He's headed like so many different criminal gangs, and the way that he takes in all of the gangs in this by the end to work under him is lore accurate Penguin. Like, it's not necessarily I'm saying he fails upwards, because in the beginning he is kind of getting washed. He's getting outsmarted, he's getting outplayed, he's got to like really quickly think, and a lot of people aren't buying his bullshit because they know him to be a liar, which he is
allegedly.
He's awful, but through just adaptability and figuring out how to play the field and telling people what they want to hear, like just enough of the truth to make it sound like you're being honest and upfront. He's good. He's good with that. He's really quick. Like I gotta take notes on how to gaslight like the Penguin. Truly,
I'd even venture to say it's not even really failing upward. It's just street smarts and knowing how to maneuver through bullshit situations. Yeah. Every episode is Oz doing some shit. Some shit backfires. This nigga finds a way around it. Oz continues to do shit. Literally he killed spoiler alert, by the way.
No, wait, we're getting into it. Yeah. Okay, go for it.
He kills it starts off with him killing Alberto.
In the first episode.
Off rip. I'm like, what the fuck? You just started off on this shit? Finds a way around it. Sends the car with Alberto's body to the Falcone residence. It's very obvious that someone who knows the Falcones did this shit. He plays it off. It's the Maronis. He keeps going. Everything that he does, he has some type of contingency. And I think it's a great contrast to Batman, or a great like parallel to Batman.
I think
Batman has a contingency of everything. You know?
I think it's the opposite. I think it's Batman has a contingency, and Oz
a thought out contingency.
Oz is quite the opposite.
Oz is just really good at bullshitting.
He's
raw dogging.
He's just raw dogging
the criminal underworld. He killed Diet Chris Moltisanti and said, "Fuck it, I'm on top."
No, but I think major. I know we've made this mistake before. Major props to Lauren LaFranc, who created the show and ran the show and wrote both the first episode and the season finale. I just think her understanding of who Oz is as a character made the show, you know, because she made those difficult decisions, like what she decided, what he decides to do at the very last episode to a character that we grew very fond for, you know, the fact that just to like, you know, spoiler, like the fact that he kills Victor, the fact that he doesn't get that satisfaction of or support from his mom, knowing that the last thing that his mom told her was, I hate you and you're a failure and you're the devil. And it's like the fact that she didn't take the easy way out, right? And that she committed and she was like, this guy is a bad guy. And yes, you may like him. Yes, he's kind of charismatic. Yeah, he's funny. Yeah, you're rooting for him, but he's a piece of shit. And I don't want you guys to forget that. And the way that she slammed that on our fucking foreheads in the season finale was kind of jarring. But it's because you're so entrenched in the show and so entrenched in the story that and it just kind of, she's like, nope, don't forget, Oz is the villain.
Yeah,
and he's a piece of shit.
You like Oz so much that you convince yourself that he's not going to do it. If you're naive like me and Luis, and when it comes, it almost feels like, what the fuck, that's so unexpected. But it wasn't. It was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
But we hoped in vain that he wouldn't do it.
It was telegraphed.
It was telegraphed. Yeah,
very much so.
It was telegraphed because once Vic entered the scene, I was like, I already know this nigga cannon fodder. He does not play a bigger role to the greater Batverse, Matt Reeves Batverse, they're gonna can him after this season.
I was also,
and you know
I
what?
was also,
Hollywood
I was
hates
hoping
Dominicans.
a very small part of me was like, I hope they let this man live. But knowing what I know, that Oz is a bad man. It was over for Vic. His number was called, and R.I.P. my boy. We toast up to Victor Aguilar.
I legit the whole time was thinking at first in the same pocket as Luis, which, by the way,
Mark
God, I love being right. I love being right. But
I knew you were right too, bitch. It's called hopeful wishful thinking. I was trying to be positive.
There's a difference between positivity and delusion.
Motherfuckers trying to be optimistic in Gotham. You trying to
on God in Gotham?
No,
but
sir.
But from the moment that Vic was on the screen, I was thinking he was going to be in the vein of like a second in command type of henchman that a lot of Gotham villains have. Like for instance, in both the comic and the Batman '89 film, the Joker has Bob. However, in both continuities, he kills Bob, and I was like, "Oh shit! Wait a minute! I don't think this kid's gonna survive." And at first, I was thinking in the same pocket as Luis, where I was like, "Okay, maybe he's gonna redeem himself for what he did to his brother." But then I was like, "Wait a minute! No, this is the Penguin. He fucking sucks. No, Oswald Cobblepot does not save anyone besides himself."
Oswald Cobb.
Whatever fucking salad he's named after. I don't give a damn. The point is,
Caesar.
Oz is a terrible, irredeemable piece of shit. The moment that I found out he left his brothers to die in that sewer and then lied to his mom about it.
Allegedly, there was
that was where I fully locked in, where I was like, oh no, Vic isn't making it, and I think it's going to be at Oz's detriment. Because the moment that his mom,
that should be everyone's like bell red flag.
He cares about no
one.
one.
To kill Vic. He doesn't care about anybody.
Are his mommy issues as bad in the comics? Is this
The thing is, his mom isn't really like a big player in the comics. His mom
that's just a well-written character.
His mom did like
woke adaptation DEI
he's
shit.
In typical Batman fashion, gross. You know, he had a rough upbringing, abusive childhood, and all that. You know, typical Arkham resident starter pack shit. But like,
he thinks he's special.
But I was waiting this whole show to really see like
another day in America
side of Penguin, to where I was like, no, I need to justify locking this nigga up in Arkham because he's just kind of like a criminal. Right, he does some fuck shit, right? But he's not. But he doesn't seem very insane until the very last episode, and that's where I was like,
and here's what I was.
Him yelling at a corpse and arguing with it didn't didn't give insane to you.
It gave a little bit, but not enough.
When he shot Maroney.
Yeah, he had a fucking heart attack.
When he shot B Maroney,
I beat you, bitch. You ain't shit.
No,
but
I think
was hilarious.
But I think
he's already super dead, and he's arguing with a corpse.
That's a testament to this show, and to like what a great job Lauren LaFranc did. You know, because she was like, all right, I know, like you said, Izzy, who this character is supposed to be, right? The character we saw in the Batman is not the Penguin that comic book fans would associate, right, with that character from the comics. So she's like, okay, we have some wiggle room. We have some room to grow. I know how he's going to have to end up. He is fucked up. He's evil. He's a piece of shit. He's kind of insane. He's on top of the world.
Hustler. He likes to grift.
He's on top of the world.
He run to the bottle. He run to the drugs. He run to the grift. I respect it.
For the love of the game.
He's on top of the world, but at what cost? And the fact that she got us there in 8 episodes, and there is an arc, and you see that growth, and you see his loss, and you see that change. And I was just like, fuck, dude. They were firing on all cylinders, and I think they landed the plane. Because I think it could have been really hard to land that series finale, especially because it's a part of the greater Matt Reeves Batman universe. And you know, when you try to tie shit in, that can get a little complicated. But just that pan out shot of the penthouse
and the bad
and when I tell you. What I tell y'all when we started talking about this, they're gonna do some shit like that. I was right.
Now I'm not gonna lie. I liked the bat signal thing at the end. For me, the Selena Kyle part, I was like, okay, I mean, I guess whatever.
I didn't like.
I felt a little hat on hat. I wasn't fucking with that as much. But the bat signal one was very subtle, very nice,
the Selena Kyle letter should have come earlier, like 2 episodes prior.
1000%.
Whenever she was whenever she kills the entire Falcone family, that should have been Selena's time to send a letter and be like, "I'm your sister. Let's talk." Some shit like that.
More logistical thing. I think it was because of what we were saying. Like the show is so good, it stands on its own that oftentimes you forget it's even like set in the Batman universe, right? And so now they're like, okay, this is the last episode. We have to remind everybody that there is a sequel coming. There's another movie coming. This show is set in that universe. Boom, Selena Kyle. Boom, Batman signal. And that's how we tie it all together.
Where does Kite Man fit into this universe is my question. How do we get him there?
The better question
and how do we get Aaron Taylor Johnson to play him?
The better question is,
I like the way you think.
The better question is, how will this affect LeBron's legacy?
I really,
but the even more important question on top of that is what comes next. Because like you just said, this ties into the sequel of the 2022 phenomenon, The Batman. One of the greatest films we've seen and covered on this channel. Actually, we didn't cover it. We didn't cover that until we didn't get to cover it. But we've discussed it many a time. And
I have a question.
What you got?
Go for it.
Real quick. I pulled up the cast list. All right.
For what?
Looking through for the Penguin.
Uh-huh.
And I'm trying to think, aside from Oz and Sophia, because I think they are the 2 standout performances of this.
No, you don't do my boy Rezi like that.
Rezi, Deidre.
No. Rezi.
Who the fuck is Deidre?
Okay. So aside from the main trinity, who would y'all give the best performance to?
Deidre,
Rezi, Felice, Victor.
What's the Asian guy?
No, from the main trilogy.
Link.
Link was cool.
Link is cool. Link was it. He said so little, but just off of aura alone, I was like,
I said that guy
was fun. In like the second to last episode, said, "Hey, be cool," and punched him in the stomach. I was like, "That's that guy right there. That's that nigga, bro." He's
not only that, did that, and then immediately after helped this boy out.
That's a real man.
I fuck with
when he called and warned them, I was like, "Oh, this is obviously set up." And then when he brought them over, I was like, "Oh yeah, this was definitely a setup." And then when he figured out that he could just go to all of the lieutenants and stage a coup. Oh my god, that was so. Oh my god, that was the best checkmate feeling I've ever had. And then when Sophia, by the way, I would say this. I like how they didn't kill Sophia. I like how they put her on the back burner to still exist.
They almost made me forget that the plan wasn't to kill her.
I genuinely thought he was going to fucking blast her.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming. It was incredible. Every single person in this, I don't remember their exact name, but I remember what they did. I remember how they acted. I remember their vibe. Everybody in this does such a good job.
That slimy ass councilman.
Sebastian,
he was good.
Sebastian
in that courtroom, I saw on Twitter. I obviously didn't see this because I'm stupid, but people were saying the curtains look like owls. And I was like,
well, a lot of people are saying Matt Reeves is going to adapt the Court of Owls
for the second movie
or third.
Right.
I think
regardless, they are laying down the foundation for it like a motherfucker, and I love it.
I think because they've gone so far into like
Thanos.
Yeah. I think they could do the Court of Owls in the second one because they've delved a lot with the Penguin and original the Batman to like the old world of Gotham.
Actually. I think they're at the house.
And like the old world of Gotham and how the underground is set up and how there's like layers upon layers of corruption and how there's like that they said in the Penguin there's like that initiative that the council is doing with the mayor-elect to crack down on corrupt officials. And I think that could play into the Court of Owls really well because it's like no matter what you do, corruption is embedded within Gotham.
The mayor,
like you can't get it out. Fine. Yeah, she is. She's beautiful. I think
she's very talented.
Jamie Lawson. Jamie Lawson.
Is that her name?
Jamie Lawson. Yeah, I got her looked up right here. But
immediately.
But
research.
But yeah, I really think that the Court of Owls would be a good way to kind of lob in the theme of the corruption and how like deep-seated Gotham is like horribly fucked from ground up. Even though they weed out the corruption, they're still at the very conception of the city's foundation. The elites are in power. I think that'd be really cool. I would like that a lot.
At first, I was hoping we get a a hush, since it's
Oh
more,
God, no.
But I was like, nah, like I don't think
Hush.
it would work too well, only because like we've already done a very grounded Riddler. We got the whole mystery and all that shit. So I'm like, what else can you do past that? He's kind of Riddler / Hush-esque.
Bring
Hush
in
is just
Killer Croc with gigantism and alopecia.
That's
what I'm
and you also give him just like really bad eczema.
He just looks crusty.
Just a big, bald, ashy nigga.
Crusty and who's very violent.
No, man.
Matt Reeves, call me.
I just want to say,
Gerardo getting the IMDb credits on the Batman 2.
I just want to shout out Colin Farrell, man.
Oh yeah,
this motherfucker.
Get that fucker's in it. Damn.
He's one of the best in the game, bro.
He's
has been for years. Years. He continues to.
Ever since that tape, bro, I knew we had something special on our hands. I knew.
In our hands, yeah, for sure.
In his hands too.
In his hands, yeah. In her hands.
His, hers, ours.
Yeah, everyone's hands. I know Colin Farrell, man. He's just damn. The accent comes and goes sometimes. Sometimes he's milking it a lot, and it's like it can be super over the top. And
it's still better than the child's accent.
I agree.
Stop casting children.
But Colin Farrell, man, such a fantastic actor. I just want to give him props for carrying the show.
Colin, bro.
Also,
carrying the show on your back like that is incredible, and man, and he blows me away.
Shout out also to Pro Ren FX and Mike Marino and his team for the prosthetics on Colin Farrell.
Yes, bro.
They made him just a gross little grub, dude, and it's so well done. Even when he's shirtless and getting tortured in the second episode by Sophia, I could not tell if that was his actual body. Bro. I thought that
Colin's
look at bro.
He looked like an Italian.
That's what I'm saying. But even like the blotchiness of the skin, how kind of pale it was in certain areas. They got the shading and everything right. It looked very natural. Like there was veins underneath.
That body
the hair
looks like it knows how to cut prosciutto properly.
It really does.
Yeah,
it looks like
Gabagool.
It looks like it calls people cousin. It's got kind of builds.
It looks like it'll hit on the 14-year-old hostess at the restaurant.
This is the Gabagool right here.
But he is the true gabagool. He looks so fucking hideous.
He's awesome.
Crazy part too. Like my girlfriend and I, this is her first introduction to the Batman universe. She's like,
oh shit.
Whoever's playing, whoever's playing the Penguin's great. I said, bro, that's Colin Farrell. She said, who? And I showed her. She's like, no way. There's no way.
That's how Graves from Fantastic Beasts.
The guy
Total
from
Recall.
SWAT.
Total Recall.
The guy from SWAT.
Holy shit, the dude from In Bruges?
Yeah, of course. Call him a pretentious asshole, AZ, like you do me, you piece of shit.
The real bullseye.
I thought it.
The real bullseye. My bullseye.
Better.
Yeah. Also, I mean, he's drinking a Coors Banquet, Luis. There's nothing more I can really do to him. I can't hit him while he's down.
It just really
so
does
wrong.
make you think
so incorrect.
It really does make you think that
it's in a Bass Pro Shop fucking beanie coming at me.
Matt Reeves has created something so great from his first film that the continuation of it, and I feel like the Penguin has taken this universe to another level because the bar was already set pretty high with the Batman.
They're 2 for 2.
They're 2 for 2, and this one's a pretty high fucking bar too.
Yeah. For
example, we've watched many a TV show over the last couple of years, and they've all been either really good hits or god awful misses. And I'm not gonna lie,
Agatha,
the misses are coming from Marvel a whole lot.
Yeah.
So the bar is set really fucking high for Marvel TV coming into 2025. And I'm hoping
it's gonna miss.
I'm hoping that Daredevil Born Again is the big
never mind, it's heat.
Return to form for Marvel TV because Secret Invasion is one of the bigger missteps. Moon Knight was cool for like 30 seconds. Captain Falcon and the fucking I don't know.
You mean if your dad made a Marvel movie?
It was alright,
Props to my dad.
There's just a lot of of problems I have with the Marvel TV and the DC universe. Even the earlier CW shows, like the first 2 seasons when the writing was good, those were solid too.
Here's my thing about
you guys are dancing around the issue. The problem is these shows are too fucking woke. All right, there's too many women in these shows.
Get them out of here.
Too many black people. Get them out.
We started the show, and I immediately saw 2 trans women.
Oh.
2?
Where?
Yeah,
The
where
2
can I find
sex
strippers?
workers. The 2 sex workers.
Yeah,
Aussie
they were
Counties.
in Penguin. Remember?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Shout out inclusion, bro.
What was I gonna say?
Yeah.
I was gonna say this is
Big
what
ups.
frustrates me about the Matt Reeves universe is that it's so good.
It's too good.
And it's not going to be a part of James Gunn's.
That's-
It,
season.
that is frustrating.
That brings the next question.
Was
That brings the next question.
Well, I was just gonna
should it be part of the greater
Yes.
DCU?
No,
Why not?
no. I'm glad that it's its
Look.
own thing, and I'm glad because Matt Reeves is the one who needs to have creative control and oversight over this world that he's curating.
Mhm.
He EP'd the show. He handpicked Lauren LaFranc after she came and pitched him the show. So it's like this is his doing. He made the Batman. He created and wrote and directed the Batman. He's going to do the same thing with the second one. So I like what he's doing. I like his vision of Gotham. I like his vision for this world. It's going to be completely different from that which James Gunn is doing, and it's frustrating because we're going to get another Batman in the DCU proper. Right?
Mhm.
And it's whatever it is, whoever it is not going to live up to Robert Pattinson and Matt Reeves'
work. Yeah.
world. So
Here's
that's
my
what
If it's
frustrates
Jensen
me.
Eccles, it will.
It won't be.
It
I
won't
love
be.
him.
It's not going to be. It's like 50.
It's
Here's
okay.
my point of my 2 cents. I say they say fuck it and just roll this into the DCU because, and here's why. 1, I know James Gunn respects other creatives enough to let them do their own thing. 2, the Superman film that we're going to get is going to be bright, hopeful, and optimistic. This would be a very good contrast to that universe that James Gunn's creating. Because the Superman we got prior to this was not hopeful. The nigga had hope on his chest, and he was all, back on my world. Lois. I got to save Lois. Boy, all these gray-ass colors snapping Zod's neck.
I like
this
that
is
he
the most
killed Zod.
anti-Superman
I thought that was
Superman.
I thought that was
The
kind
only
of.
thing
I thought
that
shit was
made
kinda
sense
hard.
was that he was built like Superman, and that motherfucker, that's it. But I'm hoping David Cornsweat's Superman is a great return to truth, justice, the American way, hopeful Boy Scout Superman that we love from the comics.
Fuck the American way.
Fuck it.
Comic book American way, not real life.
There
There
we
you
go.
There we go.
Because that shit right there, we might as well be in Gotham as a country right now. Gotham, USA.
Bro, we're in worse than God.
I don't
We're worse
know.
than Gotham.
I think
we're in a
I-
metropole.
I would like to see.
We're in hell.
I
We're in
feel
Neil
like. I feel
Blomkamp,
like.
South Africa.
I feel like with Matt Reeves' Batman universe, I feel the same way about it I do with like the Arkham games, where I'm like, it should stop at a certain point and be in a limited capacity and be its own
I
thing
agree.
before you stretch it too thin.
I agree.
Because otherwise you get a Suicide Squad kill the Justice League, but you could also get an Arkham VR. It's like 50-50, right?
Which
There's
one
only
is it?
so
Arkham
much
VR?
you can expand. Yeah, it's actually pretty good from what
I
I've
agree.
heard. It's actually
Criminal?
not bad.
'Cause
Yeah,
I
but
wanna
you
see
can-
what
you
happens
can-
when I see
you
that,
can-
that
you
square
can-
show up over my head.
You can from a certain point
And that's
stretch a world and expand it, but I feel like the only way you can really like file it into what Gunn is doing is if you go with the fact that like in his world superheroes have been around for a while, so it would be like assuming that Robert Pattinson's Batman had adventures that we didn't see.
It just
and
doesn't work.
like
It doesn't work.
how things are like, because things in Gotham do start very minimal with like street level crime, and then it gets to super criminals, and then it gets to like just absolute ridiculous shit.
He
So
would
that
either
would
have
that
to
would that would
age
make
him up,
sense.
which would require
Yeah.
a recasting anyway, or they can just let Matt Reeves do his thing and have Alan
Yeah.
Richardson or whoever the fuck.
I would
Batman.
I would like to see this continue if
Me.
in any capacity. Maybe
Black
like
man.
maybe like shit. If
What's
they do
that
like
superhero
maybe
Shaq played?
either
It's you.
You. Kazam.
Steel. Kazam too.
oh Steel, yeah, with Shaq.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
would like to
that's
see
what I'm saying.
continue. Yeah, as maybe like maybe at the very most maybe like an animated series, but they already have Casey
No.
Slater on, so probably not.
No.
But if not, maybe I would
Get
like
that
as a
gay
comic,
shit
I would
outta
like
here,
to
no.
read. I would like to read further adventures of what happens. In this
I
world.
know. All I
I think
want
we
is
should wait until Robert Pattinson dies in
If
40
you-
years and then
And then
digitally
CGI his face.
reanimate him like
Yeah.
we did That Superman actor.
If you want to read more about the Batman, go ahead and go to your next comic book shop and pick up a copy of Batman Year One, because that is essentially the
entirety of the Batman.
Don't need
I have a copy of it on my.
Never read anything.
Yeah,
or if you want to do
Google
a copy, go get a copy of The Long Halloween.
Wikipedia.
If you want more involvement from the Falcones and Penguin and all the other characters, go ahead and pick up Long Halloween. Don't watch the shit on HBO Max, because the what's it called, Tomorrowverse kind of fucks up my perception of Batman. But for the most part, animated DCU, DCAU, whatever they call that shit. Yeah. The animated Batman is solid as hell. Start with the animated series, work your way up through there. Avoid
even Crusader. The new one's pretty good.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. When you thought it was Winston Duke,
I really did.
And it's the guy from Midnight Mass.
He thought it was Winston Duke. For real.
Batman in the audio
series. Yeah.
He's an amazing Bruce Wayne Batman. By the way, he's fantastic.
Ooh. It's like Brian Tyree Henry Megatron.
Winston Duke. It was surprising.
No, watch that fucking movie.
They also had Lance Reddick as Thomas Wayne. I did.
Real niggas.
It was at a theaters before I could. I wanted to,
but
I've seen the clips. Looks kind of cool.
Boo.
By the way, Matt, I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking at the.
Hold up. Let me say the comment that something that I was going to say.
What's up?
It was about Matt
watch
Reeves.
the Batman Barbara Gordon clip.
No, I was going to say
no.
I know what you're talking about.
We don't want that.
I was just going to say no.
The Killing Joke.
Yeah, brother.
We don't
watch it just to educate yourself on what not to want.
Is that I just want Matt Reeves to do his 3 movies, do like 3 or 4 shows that are like on the about these small little villains and what happens to them, and then call it a fucking day and move on so that we can compare it to James Gunn's Batman, which is going to suck because it's going to be nowhere near as good as what Matt Reeves is going to do. But yeah, that was all I was going to say.
I say it would be good to, as much as I want one Batman so the universe is cohesive, it would be good to see grounded Batman and see fantastical Batman.
You tell me you're excited about Andy Muschietti's Batman, Brave and the Bold?
Oh, I thought they were going to change the director.
Andy Muschietti.
The motherfucker who made The Flash.
Yep.
I thought they were
bring him back.
No, I'm so happy.
Let him redeem himself. Let him redeem himself.
The Flash, I feel like, is a problem primarily because of studio interference. I don't.
Shut up,
bitch. I think
press the fucking button for you, bitch. Press it.
What's the name of the girl who played Supergirl?
Sasha Calle.
The Flash gave us Sasha Calle's Supergirl, so I forgive it.
Yeah,
just because of that.
But I think it was 2 Ezra Millers, and I don't want that.
She
gave us.
My name is Kara.
He gave us bald ass Batman. And that was
more Michael Shannon Zod.
It gave us a Beetlejuice Batman.
I know he's not gonna like involve a lot of the Snyder shit, but I really want more Michael Shannon as Zod because
that's the only redeeming.
He's over that.
That's
shit.
only the redeeming part of Man of Steel.
He's done with that shit.
The soundtrack and Michael Shannon. I will turn your world to rubble.
Oh my
Krypton
God.
on your
like, I will find him. Oh my God. He's barring him crazy.
He said, look at this. You could have rebuilt Krypton.
The problem with that movie is why the fuck would he want to terraform Earth when he could literally just make a bunch of super babies?
True.
Yeah, that's also
why
true.
I never fucking understood that.
The
what do you mean?
Zack Snyder, you're stupid. You're an idiot.
The terraforming really doesn't make sense because Kryptonians can survive very easily under a yellow sun on there.
He literally it took him like 30 minutes and then he was like Superman basically.
Not even 30 minutes. He was like, my body's built to be a warrior, and like 4 minutes later, he was like, oh, I can fly.
I'm thinking maybe it has something to do with like him being exposed to the powers as like an adult, where he's got a better grasp of like his physicality and shit.
His training,
maybe his training. So maybe his entire crew is soldiers. So that makes sense for him. But
meanwhile, yeah, I heard that.
But I was trying to say, I was looking at the list of like things to discuss, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think I can think of a single con that I really disliked besides maybe the Catwoman cameo thing. I don't think there's anything else I really thought was clunky or like everything I pretty much liked. It was shot beautifully. There was amazing soundtrack. Like the OST was
I didn't
great.
like the recasting or the reason for the recasting of.
For Mark Strong.
Well, the reason
is stupid.
That's fine.
What's the reason?
Go ahead.
John Turturro said, I just can't be a part of something where it's like he's so violent towards women, and I can't support that.
Zionist John Turturro said this.
He's a Zionist.
I got a particular video that
I'll bomb him, but I won't choke him. God damn it!
Exactly.
And not only that, he choked them in the movie he was in.
Yeah.
So, dude, if you were busy, just say that. Stop being a little fucking.
Yeah,
bitch.
I really think.
If you ask for too much money,
if it was
and they
money
want to pay
thing,
you,
stop being a little fucking bitch, bro.
Here's my issue with the Penguin and the Batverse as a whole. Why not cast Mark Strong to begin with? Because Mark Strong is clearly the better actor than John Turturro for Carmine. I fucks with Mark Strong.
Turturro.
So
I like
heavy.
Turturro.
Turturro's good, but
really
I feel
good.
like I feel like Mark Strong is more
better.
imposing. He's more
Let me
imposing.
have one of those.
Especially
he lives
especially
strong. It's his last name.
When you think about how he performed, it's not hard. First of all, it's not hard to outperform Zachary Levi, but he outperformed him in his own movie as what's it called?
Dr. Savannah.
Dr. Savannah in both the first one, and he was a cameo in the second one, and he managed to outperform Zachary Levi. Like, it's not hard. But that was the best part.
Outperform Zachary Levi.
I wanted to talk about that. Child, listen, I don't know who the fuck that kid is or what.
He was good.
Cool.
But he's a perfect
I
mirror.
saw the little interview afterwards. Stop casting children. I don't want to see that bullshit. I know I don't like that.
Why?
Like usually a child.
The accent was
bad.
bad. Why the fuck was he cocking his eyebrow the whole time? It was just
his acting.
It just seems so silly. It wasn't bad, but it was just he was doing the rock eyebrow.
They got the Costco
Tony.
boy.
He did the rock eyebrow as he walked away from killing his brothers. It was. I couldn't take it seriously.
I really also like the scene where they're in the jazz club and she was the whole time thinking about killing him via the guy that Oz looks up
Rex.
to. That
was real as fuck. The guy from
oh my god.
The guy from The Irishman, by the way. The dude who, that was a great cast.
He looks like a young De Niro.
He's so good.
I could see it.
I felt like so many of the plots and subplots
He's a young Italian
together so well.
It's fine.
And I think I don't know how to hate any aspect of this show. I genuinely do not think I can do it. Because even what I dislike does not outweigh everything I enjoy. I was looking forward to this week.
Look at the goat.
I dislike.
Yes.
The only thing I dislike.
Looks like an Italian Robbie Rotten. I love him.
Yeah. Rex Calabrese.
I dislike that they killed Vic. That pissed me off.
Yeah, but also
all right,
it
you might
had
as well
to happen.
add when the sun rises, like it's an inevitability.
Yeah.
I do hate the sun rising.
But that's
it, bro.
They hit him with that.
Should we rate it?
They hit him. They hit him with that. Whatchamacallit, the Lenny from fucking Of Mice and Men.
Yeah, it's like looking at the rabbits.
The sunset, and he said, "Guess what, my boy?" He said something about weakness. I'm like, once he started talking about weakness, I knew what was coming next, bro. It was over.
Like he's also, by the way, the shit with I think with his mom, that whole situation at the very end, where she's a vegetable. And she's like permanently trapped with this person that she hates more than anything. And then on top of that, he dressed up the sex worker madam that he's.
I fucking hate Eve.
That
I can hate. Fuck that bitch.
That whole scenario, I was just like, oh my god, he's not good. This man,
he's not well.
That boy ain't right. That boy ain't right.
When he the best part was. He came down in a like a whole suit, a 3-piece suit with the top hat. I was like, comic accurate costume. Then he walks downstairs. I'm like, is that his mom? I was like, wait a minute. Nah, she in the Leo meme.
Wait, how did he? Quick question: how did he get money?
He's always had money.
See, that's the
and
thing.
Also, he's still running Bliss. He got
the ability to get money.
He took out all the Falcones, and now he's tapped in with the entire network. He took over their whole operation. So that
he's
was
the guy.
like,
he's the
yeah.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that was probably. I'm assuming that lapse like the very end where he's got the suit and everything. That was
Couple
after
months.
he told Vic like a couple months. Yeah, a couple months.
Mhm.
So maybe a year later or so. Yeah.
Also, one last little tidbit on that too.
Same day.
I feel like this is a good way to set down more groundwork for like the crime element of Gotham, because we know the Joker's going to come in and either they're going to go one of two ways: gangster Joker or fucking terrorist psycho Joker. I think we're going to get terrorist psycho Joker.
We already got gangster Joker.
No,
yeah, but also it was by
the
you're talking about
charismatic
Jared Leto's bullshit.
But here's the thing, though. We already got Maroni and we got Falcone in the Nolan trilogy as well. We already got both of them in the Nolan trilogy as well, and they were done a lot better in Matt Reeves to my point of view. So if he does the gangster Joker
based on his Joker design from fucking the Batman, I'm not too hyped.
I need him to have a little bit less chemical burn on his
like
face
the design
for sure.
I said I hated it.
I hated
There
it.
was a concept art I
Cam-
saw on Twitter. I don't remember where I saw it at, but it was
put Joaquin
really
Phoenix's
cool.
Joker and Matt Reeves Batman.
No, shut the
Why?
fuck up. No,
Just having the autistic dude laugh every 30 seconds.
no.
Yeah, just painfully laugh.
Joaquin Phoenix, this is a message to you. I hate you. Fuck you. I hope you fucking stub your toe.
Yeah,
Let's rate it. Let's rate this shit.
Oh, I got it pulled up. I found the art.
Is it better than Joker 2? Yes. All right, we'll rate it.
Like
Oh,
it
we're
looks
pulling
kind
apart?
of fire. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks kind of fire. I kind of fuck with that.
What is
Who's
that?
That's the
Gangster?
fan art of the Batman Joker by what is the name of this person?
Barry
By Edith.
Keoghan's not that hot.
By Edith. No, but I want them to give him a
Tell
little bit
that
more
to
hair because
Sabrina
I don't
Carpenter.
like
I'm gonna
the
show y'all the
balding
real
Joker.
Cameron Monaghan.
That's Joker.
Yo,
Delete that.
That's Joaquin
crazy
Phoenix.
frog.
That's Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah,
Get him
but
out of here, bro.
unless
Oh,
Crazy
God.
Frog is involved, I don't want him.
Okay. If I'm gonna rate this, if I have to give it my honest to God rating, this is a 10 out of 10 show, and I will be rewatching.
Wow.
That's fair.
Sadly.
I love
the highs are higher than they have ever been for me in
Motherfuckers
any
never watched
show.
the show before.
I genuinely feel like I haven't, because now I got a bar, dude.
You like normal people. Kill yourself.
Like if it's not comparing to the Penguin, I really don't think I can fuck with it. Like I'm trying to think.
Shut up, you fucking dick writer.
Look, no.
Paid this motherfucker?
You
Check
saw
his bank
the
account.
same.
I paid
You
him.
saw the same show I did. Go fuck yourself, Luis. It's beautiful. I'm not
Agreed.
even
It's
meaning
really
this
good.
as like a comic book guy.
Bitch, but
I'm meaning this as just an enjoyer of show. I think
if it doesn't compare to the Penguin, I'm not fucking with it.
no, because like I'm not saying that like every other show is forfeit. I mean like this is like a bar for
Daredevil
quality.
soon.
This is a bar for quality. Like if Marvel has anything that's even remotely slightly below this, I'll give them a pass.
Baby.
But this is incredible. 10 out of 10.
It does. It
Yeah,
has
Daredevil.
Agatha.
Okay, you
Get
didn't
the
even
fuck
believe
out.
that.
I already told y'all the finale pissed me off. Agatha, that's why Agatha falls short.
Adam?
I'm rating.
Yeah.
It's a 9.5. I think the show is great. I think there's like small little tiny cracks that I don't like,
Valid.
but it really doesn't detract anywhere near as much as like a show like Shit or Secret Shit Invasion. You know, this is good. This is
Do another one. Do another one.
Shit night. This is good comic
The
book
Falcon and the
television,
Shitter Soldier.
and I want to see more.
Nice. I'll give it
Wanda Shitchin.
Bring in Eric Rahill as Joker. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. I'll give it a 9. Damn near perfect. I wouldn't say it's perfect because it's not. I think there's some things that that weren't,
Not enough squid.
up to speed exactly, or up to par. But it was a fantastic show. Performances was great, wonderfully written, incredibly directed. I think it looked a little too fake sometimes. It just looked like kind of, I don't know if it was CGI'd or fucking volumed.
Like the car chase.
Yeah, but but like again, small things. It's great. Excited for season 2. Hopefully, if it comes out, which might happen. Maybe.
I'm giving it a 9.5 out of 10 as well. It's perfect to me. except for I wanted more in the sense we could have had a couple, like maybe make it a 10 episode series, because my biggest gripe with all the superhero TV shows has been they're too fucking short. This one happened to be 8 episodes, which makes sense. It's solid. It's 8 1-hour episodes, so I'm not complaining on that end. But at the same time, if you're gonna tell a story, we can't be doing these little commercial break ass seasons, bro. We need some we need some steady shit. Like I'm talking 15, 20 episode series, so I can tune in every week. You know what I'm saying? Look at Abbott, bro. Abbott got me locked in.
That's a 30-minute comedy, though.
I don't care.
How many episodes is it?
Enough. Enough episodes. Okay, because it's good.
Bad. Yeah, my
but
bad.
I think all in all, an incredible show.
It's too short. It's too short.
That's fair.
Still haven't caught up.
Also,
Abbott
moreover, because when is the next? Like, if you think about it, in between projects, dropping in between movies. Let me rephrase. In between movies, it'd be great to drop a TV show here and there, right? Why not make it long enough to span that gap? For one, you're already invested fans to watch all of this shit before your next movie.
It's expensive.
It doesn't have to be.
It's also Warner Brothers, who is so much in fucking debt.
Well,
really fucking cheap.
Here's the game plan. Here's the game plan, bro. Step 1: shoot Zaslav in the leg and then dump him into a hyena pit. 2,
God damn.
Find a new head of Warner Bros. Somebody with intelligence, someone with a game plan. Find your Kevin Feige of Warner Bros. Not just of DCU, of Warner Bros. Hear me out.
Your Bob Iger.
Part 3. All the extra shit they're doing, talking about something combined, Animal Planet, Discovery, whatever the fuck, Weather Channel and all the shit. Bro,
that's honestly probably making up a big part of their
That's earnings. What I'm saying. You got it combined, right? Okay. Lock in. Make that shit good. Make that shit worth people want to choose.
Bring back lost tapes, please.
Yes. Show me some shit. Storm Chasers. I need that. Bring in Glenn Powell to host Storm Chasers.
Find the cryptids.
Part 4. Invest in a good DCU, because that's the main issue why Warner Bros. Was fucking tanking so much. The DCU was dog shit. Zack Snyder is the reason why y'all bankrupt right now, because his shit was ass. Yeah. Don't make dog shit. Simple. Actually, that should have been step 1. Don't make dog shit. Cut all the other steps. Just don't make dog shit. Point blank period. Keep doing what you're doing with the Batman. Keep doing what you're doing with the Penguin, and all things will be hunky dory. We'll be singing Kumbaya. I don't know what else to say. Oh, that's all I got.
I had a cool idea that I think would be pretty neat if we did it on episodes, and I forgot to text it, but I think it's pretty cool. In the last minute or two, we do a little. To rip off another YouTube podcast I listen to, a things we like corner of just things we started watching or reading that people might want to check out. Are pretty cool. Y'all got anything you've been enjoying lately? A game, perhaps? Something
watching? Anything we've watched?
Anything you've watched or seen lately?
We're gonna do
or read lately, and you're like,
we're doing an
people
around
need to
the
be
horn.
Beyond this.
We're doing around the horn. Everyone pick one thing that you watched.
Luis, what do you got?
Everyone go watch Anora. It's amazing.
What the hell is that?
I was gonna watch it, but now that you told me, I don't want to. Fuck.
It's committed to the bit. Real hater.
I know, right? Anora. It's a movie with Mikey Madison.
Sean Baker.
We're gonna talk about Sean Baker.
Republican.
Libertarian at best, probably.
Even worse
at best.
Yeah, but he wants to lower the age of consent.
Hey, shoot! I like his movies.
Red Rocket is good.
It's a movie. It won the Palme d'Or at Cannes. So, fantastic film. Probably gonna win.
The Ballon d'Or? Is that what it said? It won the Ballon d'Or.
It won the Ballon d'Or. It might get nominated for Best Picture. But yeah, great film. If you have a chance to check it out, watch it. It's about a young sex worker who falls in with
the son of a Russian
oligarch, and chaos ensues. It's great, funny, exciting, exhilarating. Yeah,
so
it's like sexy, uncut gems.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
watching.
All right, I'm watching. I'm
All
watching.
right.
I'm intrigued.
All right, okay,
You got me. You got me.
No, the way that immediately fucking sold me, I hate you. Fuck
No,
you.
genuinely, I'm fucking
Sexy
sheeple.
uncut gem. That's all it takes. It's a great comparison. But yeah, watch Nora, everyone.
Gerardo, what do you got?
Everyone watch the Interview with the Vampire show on AMC Plus.
Nice.
It's really fucking good. Lestat is who I want to be when I grow up. He's abusive. He's French, and he's hot. He's really cool. Yeah, just all around great vibes from that show.
Okay.
People love it. Queer people love that show.
I don't know why, but yeah, it's super
I gotta lock in so I don't become a fraud at the next meeting. Then
it's gonna be a fucking cartoon.
No, it's not a cartoon. It's a drawn cartoon, and it's a comic. So go fuck yourself. Okay.
Okay.
No, I want to hear.
I recently started.
Batman?
It is. I did start reading that. Those are actually really good. I'm thinking maybe I might make a video sometime explaining like if I like Absolute Verse better or Ultimate Universe, because with the only 3 issues out for each of their like signature stories, Absolute Verse has a lot of potential, and it's already it's kind of on the same level as Ultimate for me. It's really good. It's really good. But I would say my thing I really liked, literally this morning from like 1 a.m. when I got off work to like 6 in the morning, I read the entirety of the recent IDW Transformers run, or sorry, not IDW, of the new Image Comics run of Transformers. And they're doing the Energon verse where they have like G.I. Joe and Transformers existing in the same world, but they do it good.
The movie.
They do it good.
They're doing what the
comics.
movie's gonna do dog shit.
Yeah, but they're doing it really well in the comic. Like the new Transformers comic, it's an entirely different reboot. It's a whole new status quo for Transformers. Essentially, what happens is they're on the Ark, their ship, right? And there's like a whole bunch of wreckage because they crashed over. I want to say maybe like about 150 or a couple thousand years before, right? And the Autobot war has been going on for centuries. Right, and so the Autobots and Decepticons they were in a fight on the Ark, and they all crash landed, and they're all like in stasis. And Jetfire reawakens because he got off Cybertron in order to like figure out the Energon crisis, and so he doesn't know that a war even happened. He thinks that these Decepticons here are just normal Cybertronians that he was friends with. So he starts putting them back together via the supercomputer, and the war starts all over again. Like it shows that the Autobots themselves, even though they're the good guys, regardless of where they go, they bring the conflict to Earth. And there's like this whole war where it's humanity and the Decepticons and the Autobots all going at each other. And it's so beautifully crafted. It also makes Optimus Prime like the best Optimus Prime I've read in a comic ever. Like he's like straight up PTSD. Like the way he was in the Bayverse of like hyper violent, ready to kill, right? He's like in the comic, he's like that was the old me. I don't want to be that way anymore. He's like trying to reform himself.
Optimus, right?
Yeah, he's trying to.
You saw that part where he killed Galvatron.
Yeah,
and he was
exactly.
He came back to Earth and said, "I was just sending you a message. I'm here for peace.
Yeah.
I'm chill."
Yeah,
bro was that's a new leaf.
That's the.
And then he has to fight. He has to become the Jonas Savimbi of robots.
Yeah. he's just such a tragic character because while he wants to help Cybertron, he realizes the conflict he's brought to Earth, and he wants to help humanity. Meanwhile, there's like a civil war within the Autobots because some of them feel like he's abandoning their efforts while all of their comrades die. Like it's so fucking deep for robots that are cars, but it's so goddamn good, and I recommend everyone read it. It's so goddamn good.
Go, guys.
It's like 14 issues out right now. I think.
Go read the robot book.
The robot.
iRobot, love that book.
Matt, what do you got for your thing you've been really fucking with recently?
Man, I know we talked about it briefly. The CTE show is going a little crazy right now. Pun intended. Unfully intended. The finale dropped. The finale dropped yesterday, and we haven't watched it yet because the internet has been down at my house for a little bit. So like everything's been a little bit wonky. But the last couple episodes, and I'm this is coming from someone who already knows Aaron Hernandez's story, so
And what happened?
none of it is a shock to me.
Yeah.
But seeing it portrayed like this is fucking crazy. It's like the OJ show, bro. That was insane. This is where Ryan Murphy is at his best, taking something that's a real story and finding a way to really like dramatize it, lock you into it, and make it worth staying tuned into, even if you already know the ending. You know, it portrays Aaron's struggles with the brain damage side very well. My big issue is the whole. I don't know if they're trying to pin it that he's killing people because he's afraid they find out that he's gay. Like, bro, that's my only issue.
The motive is confusing.
He was like, I like men. I'm gonna kill these niggas now. I'm like, what is that? What does that have to do, bro? He had CTE. There's a whole study. There's a whole study. I've read journals about how NFL players are more at risk to have degenerative brain conditions because of their hits they take to the head. That should be the focus.
That shit's fake, bro.
So what he like dick, bro. It's okay.
That's all right.
It's cool, bro. You don't need to make it like you're making it seem like it's crime. It's a crime to be gay.
Well, he grew up with a really homophobic dad who was Puerto Rican.
Mm-hmm.
So
right.
So he was shamed. He was shamed.
Aaron Rodriguez, Puerto Rican.
Aaron Rodriguez is half Puerto Rican.
Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez.
A-Rod's an entirely different dude.
Wrong player.
You think about that Olivia Rodrigo meme? No, Olivia Rodriguez, a little Mexican girl. Olivia Rodriguez, a little Mexican girl. Yeah, he was half Italian.
No, overall, it's
half
a
of the
good
worst
show.
Hispanic and half of the worst whites. That boy was doomed from the start.
He gobbled his last ghoul.
Yeah. He was
gobbling the ghoul.
He was gobbling some ghouls, all right. Gay ass.
No. Nah, it's also like crazy seeing footage of the actual like court scenes and everything, and then watching the dramatized version. It's like, this is fucking insane, bro. So to all the victims and everyone who was negatively impacted by Aaron Hernandez's actions, I'm sorry to you. I hope that you find peace because this is freaking crazy.
Yeah, my bad, y'all. This show's real good.
I'm sure this show, totally did.
It doesn't
didn't play into their trauma and PTSD.
I think it did. I'm pretty sure it did.
That was the point. They're getting over it.
No, I doubt it. They're fine.
And now we're making it worse by watching this bullshit. It is pretty good though.
You know what's even better?
What?
Another episode of the Cinestro Core that we just completed, which
we didn't have one more topic.
No, not today.
No, it was pretty much almost all the Penguin.
It's all the Penguin today.
Beautiful.
You just tell people what happened here today.
Fuck off.
Speaking of Creoles, stream Interview with a Vampire.
I'll check it out.
It's in New Orleans.
What is the CTE show on? What is it on?
Hulu.
Okay.
Where all the
pretty
CTE
good
shows go.
Honora, go to your local theater, your local
Last
movie,
night
your
was a
local
Hulu
cinema.
original.
And then go to your local comic book shop and read Transformers. Do it because they're doing incredible
Transformers
things.
more.
I'm gonna read it, but I'm not gonna buy it. Fuck those guys.
I'll buy it,
I'm
but
not gonna say all that,
read
but
it.
yeah. It's Image Comics. I support Image Comics. I buy them.
Why do we like Image?
They made it
because they're an independent comic company. So like if a guy creates a superhero, he owns the rights to it.
Nice.
Like it's not like Marvel where like
I'm gonna create a superhero right now. Black man.
Fella man.
Jonas Savimbi.
Who is that?
Back to the PLA.
Took to the MPLA from Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, he's from Modern Warfare 3?
Modern Warfare 2.
He's from 2.
Oh, he's
the African general.
Yeah, he's a literal African general.
But in general,
Coney.
what a great episode of this.
Comey.
Beautiful.
Coney 2012.
We must find him. We must find the dogs that killed.
Much like we must find the episode. This episode, I keep trying to do an outro segue and it's not working. But bye. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for another episode of Cinestro Core.
He doesn't like my
as always,
accent, but
like
really
and
good.
subscribe. Send this to your mom, to your dad, to your enemies, to your friends.
Yeah.
To the dogs that killed your father.
These are the dogs that killed you.
Find Jonas Savimbi and revive him. We need him
follow
now.
Backstage OL for all your great online or entertainment
all
news.
the news, all the news.
They have a lot more brains and operations than us, so if you want to know
They got
something
more
faster
funding,
than we know
is
it,
what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
1000% they have more.
But do they have more fun? That's the real question.
That's a good point.
Also, yes, because they get paid for it.
Yes.
We're doing this for the love of the game.
For the love of the game.
God. Oh, God.
And for the love of the game, tune into us on our episodes that we got coming out this year at Cinestro Corp. With that being said, peace, love, and tune in next week when we talk about something also cool. See y'all next time on the Cinestro Corp.